Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Reese number R201D. This is a drip cap is what this is. I'm pulling a 6-inch sample piece out of its packaging to show it to you. So this is a drip cap. In short, this is a piece of hardware that is used at the header of an opening. So imagine you have your favorite coffee shop. You go in, whole 9 yards. Well, go around to the back, and it's going to be in a strip mall, most likely, or maybe a freestanding building. You've got masonry construction, you've got 12-foot total height, 7-foot worth of door, and you've got all that square footage up above that really acts as a sail when it comes to collecting water in rain. All that water hits that surface area, comes on down, hits the area where the steel frame is installed, generally likes to lip back over the end of the frame and then drip into the bottom of the door. And that's where you're going to see 2, 3, 5 years later, the bottom of the door is rusting. And water gets down in there, degrades the core of the door because the interior face of the door is generally not, at least with honeycomb type construction, which you don't see a lot anymore, at least I don't. But the doors that rust out at the bottom, it's because the interior of the door is not given consideration like the exterior of the door is when it comes to not rusting, is the bottom line. A drip cap, when it's installed up on that header, that water will hit here and it will drive off, and it will have, the water's not going to, really defeat gravity by coming back up and then getting to that header. The point of the matter is the water will fall off. And people who have installed a drip cap one time are sold on them forever. Especially those people that make a living installing doors. They will frankly consider a drip cap installed at the header, and the 2.5-inch projection is where you're going to see this one. Consider it as crucial to the opening as hinges would be. I have had solutions delivered to clients by simply adding an inexpensive drip cap to solve the intrusion of water that was, until then, something that was impossible to be mitigated. They brought the roofing guy out. They brought the mason out. Can't figure out how the water's getting in the frame, making the carpet wet on the inside. Added a cheap drip cap, solved the problem. That water just gets away. Now, the dimensional properties. This is 2.5-inch projection, and that's the size that you're going to use at the header. So your application is going to be that same coffee shop. If you have a 3-foot door, or more likely maybe a 42-inch door, and you've got a hollow metal frame with 2-inch jambs, you're going to make this a total of 4-inch longer or wider than your door because you've got 2-inch jambs. 2 plus 42 plus 2, 46 in this case. 40-inch drip caps are incredibly common because 3-foot doors. You don't have to only use this in a steel door, steel frame sort of environment. Aluminum storefront would be real conducive to this as well. This is, and there is an image down below this video that shows its dimensional properties that can be reviewed. So you've got 2.5-inch projection, as we went over earlier. You have then 1.5-inch overall height. Okay. If this was the genuine article, it would have holes in it for the screws, which we'll get to in a moment. There's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up. There's a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure where you can look at the R201 and its sister product, the R199. The R199 is the one that you'd use really at the bottom of the door, is where you'd use that one. This is too large for the bottom of the door in projection. This will go up at the header and is available in four finish types. A for mill aluminum, just raw aluminum. C for clear anodized aluminum. D for dark bronze, and then G for a gold anodized aluminum. Okay. Listed in the website in lots of different lengths, everything from 2 foot to 8 foot, actually probably a little bit longer than 8 foot. If you had a pair of 8-foot doors, you'd need a 100-inch length, so we have that one as well. If you need longer lengths, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll happily quote that for you, but what we're really quoting is the freight, because the per foot cost is going to remain constant. But we don't list them longer than 8 foot generally, because the cost to ship is an obstacle, is just simply the bottom line. If you have need for a length longer, say 10, 12, 14, probably up to 16 and a half feet, we can quote it. Just freight will be something that will be a line item that will be noticeable. If it's one piece, it's probably going to be an obstacle. If it's 50 pieces at 14 foot 6, the freight's not going to be an issue. Anyway, if you have need for a custom length, and it's possible that you do, simply order the next longest piece or pieces and indicate in the comment field the net length you want us to ship it out at. Because if this was the genuine article and not just a 6-inch sample, you'd have a hole about 3-4 inches from the end, and then every proper center to center based on the length. If you were to take a 48-inch piece and cut it down to, say, 40-inch for a 3-foot door, you'd eliminate a screw for sure, and you're stuck drilling a new one. The problem with that is I see people will mark and damage the drip cap by getting the chuck of the drill into it. Plus, you have to cut it and then re-drill it. So if you know what length you need, just order the next longest piece and we'll send them out that way. It's being cut out of epically long extrusions anyway, so might as well just simply cut it to the length that you need. And just indicate that in the comment field. We'll be happy to obligate that. The screws will be oblige that. The screws will be available in will be included in a complimentary finish as well. Now finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Reese products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Reese, this is their part number R201D, dark bronze anodized finish on for a 2.5-inch projection drip cap, or any other Reese product. Please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.